Good morning, Warhawks. Happy Halloween. I'm Robert Scott.
And I'm Noelle Rollins, bringing you the Hawkeye News. The field hockey team is selling t-shirts for $5. There are many different styles to choose from, so come see Miss Strauss in room 306 or email Coach Nikki Cardone at nikkicardone@yahoo.com. Attention class of 2013, you attended a college-bound symposium on October 17th. You were given 2 papers, one pink and one lavender, to reserve spots in the after-school college application and Mesa College workshops. If you are interested in attending these workshops, please RSVP to Ms. Sobek in the main office as soon as possible.
When you think about Halloween, you think costumes and candy, but the history of the celebration is not what you think. Hawkeye News reporter Lexi Josesania has more on the subject.
Americans have been celebrating Halloween for decades, but not many people know how it started. The origin of Halloween is surprisingly different than you'd think. Halloween stems from a Celtic festival called Samhain. The Celts celebrated their new year on November 1st and held a festival the night before.
Well, I know it started off as a celebration to honor those who had died. It was somewhat holy to begin with, and now it's just become silly, but silly in a good way.
On the night of Samhain, the Celts believed that the boundary between the living and the dead blurred. They built a sacrificial bonfire and threw crops, livestock, and other valuable items into the fire as a way to ward off unfavorable spirits. We caught up with students to see how much they know.
Well, I know it was like a big celebration where they danced around a fire and they made sacrifices to Satan, and it was just like a really big celebration to the people to keep away the bad spirits.
Well, I knew it was like a Celtic ritual, but I had no idea they threw babies in the fire.
As you can see, Halloween is more than just tricks and treats. Don't get thrown in a bonfire, Warhawks. Signing out for Hawkeye News, I'm Lexi Jo, and now you know.
If you want to park in the student lot, then you need a permit. Come see Miss Tromley in the front office and bring your driver's license, proof of insurance, and your car registration to receive your permit. Cars that don't display a permit are going to be given a citation.
Hey Warhawks, Zumba is dancing its way into Madison. The I'm In After School program will be hosting free Zumba class every Monday from 3 to 4:30. Check into room B5 by 2:30 if you're interested. Keep in mind, spots are first come, first serve, so hustle over quick.
Cultures around the world have their own way of celebrating Halloween. In Latin culture, they celebrate Dia de los Muertos. Hawkeye News team reporter Irem Segura has more.
Halloween isn't the only holiday celebrated at the end of this month. Many cultures celebrate related holidays during this time period. One of the holidays is Dia de los Muertos. Dia de los Muertos is Spanish for Day of the Dead. This holiday began 500 years ago in Mexico when Spanish conquistadors came across natives who seemed to be practicing a ritual that mocked death. The Aztecs and other Mesoamerican civilizations kept skulls as trophies and showed them at their rituals.
Okay, so the origins of the Day of the Dead actually go back to the pre-Columbian societies such as the Aztecs and the Mexicas, the Mesoamericans. The origin of the tradition with skulls comes from when they used to sacrifice people and keep the skulls kind of as trophies and different things like that. So that's why today they use sugar skulls. It's kind of become a tradition as a way to remember the dead, as a way to celebrate the dead and people that have come before us.
Today, Dia de los Muertos is celebrated in Mexico and certain parts of the United States and Central America. People celebrate it by mocking and living alongside death. They do this by preparing their loved ones' lost foods, toys, and necessities on November 1st. Every year in October, there are festivals held in honor of Dia de los Muertos.
It's a day where they celebrate the lost ones, and they go to their graves and give them a lot of their favorite food, put pictures up, and just hide it there,
Dia de los Muertos is just as important as any other holiday, so maybe you can also decorate Sugar Skull or wear crazy costumes and celebrate it. I'm Miriam Segura reporting for Hawkeye News.
The YouTube sensation Gangnam Style is coming to Halloween. People everywhere are starting to decorate their houses, but this particular house is exceptional. It managed to sink over 180 light bulbs to the beat of the song. The only request from the owner was that kids don't dance on his lawn.
낮에는 따사로운 인간적인 여자 커피 한 잔에 여유를 아는 품격 있는 여자 아름다워 사랑스러워 그래 너 그래 바로 너 아름다워 사랑스러워 그래 너 그래 바로 너 지금부터 갈 때까지 가볼까
Something freaky is coming to San Diego. The new Cirque du Soleil show, Dralion, will be traveling through the Valley View Casino, formerly known as the San Diego Sports Arena, November 15th through the 18th. Artistic director Sean McOwen took a little of ancient Asian circus tradition and a little of modern day circus tradition to create this thrilling acrobatic show.
Today's the day that we all dress up and get ready to go trick-or-treating. But is your costume scary or just risque? Hawkeye News reporter Katrina Wirtz has more.
Halloween used to be about scaring people, but over time our minds have been desensitized to all the blood and gore. The fun of Halloween used to be who has the scariest costume, but now it's just about who can be the most revealing. Here at Madison, we caught up with students to hear their thoughts on revealing costumes.
Well, sometimes I think they need attention to make themselves feel better about themselves.
They just want to express themselves and do what they want to do. I mean, we're teenagers.
I think that girls feel the need to wear revealing costumes because the costumes are very spirited for one. Girls do like to show off their body. It is the one time of year where it's really accepted.
While it may be accepted outside of school, on campus, we still have to follow the dress code.
The dress code for Halloween, everybody always asks that question. Number one, unfortunately, masks are not allowed. Costumes are fine as long as they are reasonable and they meet the school dress code from the standpoint of decency.
Not only are costumes revealing, but they're also expensive. The average American spends $50 on a costume each year.
So at Spirit, our costumes range from about $15 to $80, and the average customer spends about $50. But the most I've ever seen someone spend is $500 on 4 costumes.
This year, students we talked to say they're spending big on their costumes.
So this year for Halloween, I'm going to be Mario.
And I'm Luigi.
And we spent about $50 on our costumes.
And that's not including accessories.
I paid $45 for a Superman costume.
I spent $85 on my costume, and I'm a pumpkin for Halloween.
I paid $115 for my costume.
This year for Halloween, I'm not buying my costume, I'm making it at home to save money.
So have fun, stay safe, and keep it classy, Warhawks. This is Katrina Wirtz signing off on Hawkeye News.
Hey Robert, do you know what time it is?
Adventure time?
No, it's time for a Halloween edition of Talent Trivia.
Oh, well, have a spooky week, Warhawks.
Batman.
Spider-Man.
Michael Myers. Slender Man.
Spider-Man. Halloween 2.
From Dusk Till Dawn. Michael Myers.
Finding Nemo. Saw.
I love Hocus Pocus.
Candy corn.
Sour Patch Kids.
Candy corn.
Candy corn.
To me, Snickers.
Candy corn.
Twix.
Ha 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 ha!